Hey, what's going on, everyone? So we're going to do a breakdown of Game 1 of the World Series between the Rangers and the D-backs. Hopefully you watched last night. I streamed the game live. If you haven't checked that out, you can go and check it out on our YouTube page. But we're going to go through the highlights of the game, and I'm going to break down what happened, give you my thoughts. Let me know what you thought about the game in the description box down below. Unbelievable ending, obviously. We'll get to that here in a second. But let's start off in the first inning. We've got Eovaldi against Gallen. So let's check it out and see what we got. All right, so Carroll leads it off, 0-2, little splitter down, just kind of rolls over to the first baseman for an out. Ketel's been on absolute fire this year. Gets a curveball again down, rolls it over first base. Now we got Moreno, filthy splitter right there for strike three. Middle of the order didn't hit great for the D-backs. Moreno was 0 for 5, I believe. Walker had 3 Ks. So Semien struggling in the playoffs. Gets a changeup in, gets jammed, and he's out. Seager, absolute monster, steps up second. So it's 3-2, and they basically just don't really put him on, but they're not going to give him anything to really hit, throw a curveball in the dirt. Now you got 21-year-old Evan Carter up. And he's going to take a fastball up, drive the ball in the gap. And that's been, historically, I believe, looking at his numbers, like he doesn't hit the ball up and away, especially the fastball, great. But he hits in the gap, Seager scores from first, 1-0 Rangers on the board early. And it's crazy, 21 years old. They got him in the 3-hole for this game. Smashes it, he can really run. It's an easy double. And then you got Adolis, who's been ridiculous. 3-1, they go breaking ball to him, and it looks like he's sitting on it. Hits an absolute rocket to left. 21 RBIs in the playoffs. Ties the Major League record with my former teammate, David Freese. Freezer! Now you got Mitch Garver. Going to hit a little ground ball to Longoria here for the double play. They originally call him safe, but they're going to challenge him here, and it's out. So it just gets him. Okay, so now we go to the second. Eovaldi strikes 1 guy out, strikes 2 guys out, strikes 3 guys out. So Eovaldi looking good so far. Here we got a little rollover. Got another little rollover. And then we get Young struck out there on a breaking ball. So now Diamondbacks have runners at first and second, and now we go small ball. So we get a little bunt here by Padermo, move the runners over. Diamondbacks have played small ball all year. I think he led the league in bunts. And then you get Corbin Carroll here. Tough 0-2 splitter down and away. He stays on it, drives the ball. Tavares doesn't make the greatest read, doesn't keep it in front of him. Carroll can fly. He's got the triple here, 2 RBIs. Now we've got a man on third. Marte's going to hit a ground ball. First baseman isn't completely in, but he's not completely back either. And the speed of Carroll just beats it home. It's close. Just misses his back foot there with the tag. The throw's not great. Good throw probably gets him. But again, Corbin's speed and the Diamondbacks' speed, they're just like a scrappy team. They've got guys that can really, really run. They're going to bunt. They're going to play small ball. Moreno strikes out on the ball down. Marte steals a bag. So Marte's been awesome in the playoffs. Another guy just puts the ball in play, like can steal bags, athletic. And now we've got runner on second. Walker's going to strike out. So Walker's kind of been struggling in the playoffs. Again, 3 strikeouts last night. So we go bottom of the third. Gallen strikes 2 guys out. He walks Seager on a fastball. Again, you got to pick a guy that you don't want to beat you. Seager's going to be the guy, although they got Garcia too, which is really difficult to have 2 guys. And then we got 1-1 fastball, kind of, up and away again, and he just goes with it. Seager's going to go first to third, good base running right there. Carter's going to move up to second base. So Carter's got 2 doubles already. Just good piece of hitting. I mean, the ball's away, he just punches it that way. They're not going to give in to Garcia. 3-2 changeup down. Good lead by Garcia, someone that wants to swing the bat, but he takes his walk. And now we've got Mitch Garver up with the bases loaded. And that ball, again, he goes 3-2 changeup with the bases loaded to Garver, just misses down. Good take by Garver. And so now we're tied at 3. And now a huge part in the game here. Obviously, we got bases loaded, and they get Heim to pop up to center field and get out of the inning. So now we're going to go to the top of the 4th. Tommy Pham gets up. Last night in the game, Maddie asked me, how's Tommy Pham as a hitter? I'm like, 1 second later, he takes a hanging splitter and destroys it to left field. So splitter just sits up in the zone. You can see it right here. Ball just sits up, bang, and it is just crushed. So not where Eovaldi wanted that splitter. So we're up 4-3. Another good jump. So they do these vaulted leads, and he just gets a really big jump, steals, but they end up striking out Carroll. So Eovaldi ended up striking out 8 guys. He gave up a decent amount of runs. And here we go, 2-1. You go breaking ball to Marte, and it's hard to get this guy out right now. He's all over the breaking ball, smashes a ball to center field. So he's on fastballs, he's on breaking balls. He's just on fire. 17 game hit streak in the playoffs, most all time. And then Moreno's going to ground out here. Moves Marte over to third. 5-3 Texas. They're going to walk Walker. And that'll be it for Eovaldi. So Eovaldi's pitched awesome this playoffs. This game obviously wasn't his best stuff. Had a lot of strikeouts, but D-backs had some big hits. And this is really the story. So they're going to give up the stolen base there. Second and third. And you get a little chopper here. Really close play. But they get Tommy Pham. Now, here's the story of the game. The Rangers bullpen was awesome. And the Diamondbacks bullpen was solid too. So Moreno goes, catches that pop-up. It's still only 5-3. So now Marte's up righty. And this is a sick play by Semien. I mean, he's on the other side of second base. Look at how far over he is. What a play. So here's Moreno's one ball that he hits well. He went 0 for 5, I think. That was his one ball that he struck pretty well. I think he might have struck out 3 times or maybe twice. All right, so the bullpen doing a good job by Texas or by Arizona. They get 3 outs there. Now it's the top of the 8th. Again, Gray comes on, throwing 97, 90-mile-an-hour sliders, shuts him down. So now we're bottom of the 8th. Garcia's on, but we strike out Garver, high fastball. Ball in the dirt. Garcia's going to move up. Really good take right there by Heim. 3-2 fastball, just down. Takes it. And now Nathaniel Lowe comes up. Obviously a huge situation here, first and second. He's going to get in on his hands, jam him right to Gurriel for 2 outs. And now you've got Young up, who ended up having a really big game, but you're going to get a fastball, a sinker, but it's up, jams him, and that's it. So it's 5-3 as we go to the 9th inning. Bochy going to make another move to the bullpen, and the bullpen continues to do a good job. We get a little ground ball here. Young cuts it off, throws him out at first. Carroll's up, hits the ball hard. Nice play here by Garcia, going back, jumping, catching. Nice play. Garcia's just doing everything right now. Great play. Catches it just off the end of the glove. All right, so now we go to the bottom of the 9th. Got a man on first. Semien's going to strike out, high fastball. Likes the ball in, but that ball just gets a little bit too much up and ends up beating him. Now we've got Seager. 1 out. Boom! fastball, four-seamer. My thing is you've got one guy that you pick that you can't let beat you. For me, it's Seager. I know Garcia is unbelievable also. Rangers maybe have two guys, but they let Seager beat him, ties the game. They end up striking out Carter, but again, it's too late. It's 5-5. Now Garcia is going to come up with a chance to win the game, and they drill him in the hand. So this is huge because, I mean, this could have potentially like broke his wrist or hand. Luckily, it didn't. I don't know if it's going to affect him in game 2, but he stays in the game. So Austin Hedges is in the game, and he's going to strike out. They just went like slider, sweepers. He had no chance. We go to the top of the 10th. Leclerc is nasty. Now we go to the bottom of the 10th. We've got first and second, 2 outs. They went slider. You could tell they were just kind of pitching around them. They weren't going to let him beat him. They went for another slider. He chases the ball. Again, Rangers bullpen, unbelievable. And now we've got Garcia up in the bottom of the 11th. 1 out, and he takes a fastball, sinker, 97, and hits a walk-off. The guy just can't get out. And that's the ball game. 6-5, Rangers over the Diamondbacks. Awesome. So, storylines. Neither starting pitcher threw great. The bullpens for both teams did really well, except there in the 9th. Rangers bullpen, unbelievable. I mean, that probably would be the story of the game if it wasn't for Seager with the huge home run there in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game. Again, I just feel like, obviously, you don't know he's going to hit a homer, but I'm scared. Anytime he steps to the plate, I'm like, if you throw a strike to this guy, he's going to hit a rocket somewhere. Like, you can't throw him strikes. And they threw him a fastball. Obviously, he destroyed it. And then Garcia has just been on absolute fire as well. Another guy where he did a great job because he's a guy that's going to chase a little bit sometimes, but he didn't chase throughout the game. He did a good job. He waited for his pitch. He took a bunch of balls just off the plate. He took some walks. He hit a 3-1 rocket to left on the breaking ball early in the game for the RBI, and then he gets the fastball late, stays on the ball, drives it the other way for the walk-off homer. So that's the story. Let me know what you think. Huge game. Listen, the Diamondbacks are super gritty. You look at the teams and you're like, Rangers are better. But the Diamondbacks, every series they've played in, you've probably said that. Phillies are better. Dodgers are better, right? Like, you keep doing that. But they just play gritty baseball. They've got speed. They put the ball in play. Like, their bullpen pitched well, and they just came up short because Seager is Seager. He's a stud. So let me know what you thought of the game. Hopefully you're ready to watch game 2. I'm going to try to live stream it tonight. If I'm home, I will live stream it. So make sure, jump on YouTube and come watch the game. We'll talk to you guys later.